Um, let's see. All right. All right. One of my ladies in waiting, Amelia. Amelia performs secretarial duties and helps me remain in constant contact with those families who are most responsible for the productivity and prosperity of Janus. I trust my advisors implicitly, and over time, Amelia has become not merely a faithful companion, but almost my shadow. Losing her would be like losing my right hand. Bathe in the light of your greatness is a true honor, rogue trader. Okay. Fall Station is on the verge of starvation. Can Janus supply the people there with provisions? Yes and no, your lordship. The question is, can such an expansive and fertile world as this one feed a few thousand void rats? Of course it can. We lose more provisions to gnawing pest every cycle than those on Footfall could eat in their entire lives. But can we ship said provisions to Footfall? Not a chance. All right. I want to talk to this Earliette person. Uh-oh. Wait. Is it loading?
We shall prevail.
Whoops. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. All right.
Victory awaits.
Where is Earliette? She's out here somewhere.
Follow my lead.
Undetected, shutting down server.
It's about time.
Man, that guy's beeline.
None shall stand in my way.
Old servant. That's a little suspect. You're too late, Viet's dogs. I'm the master. Oh, my lord. Hearing your footsteps, the elderly servant grabs an injector and stabs it into his arm. The area around the needle immediately starts turning black. You're too late, Viet's dogs. I'm the master of my own fate. But when he gets a better look at you, the man drops an injector in astonishment and seems poised to prostrate himself on the floor before you. It's you, your lordship. The god emperor must have brought you here. I beg you, help the rebels and save Janus. Bro, did you just kill yourself accidentally? Hmm. He doubles over, hugging himself, and is racked with coughing that leaves his lips wet with blood. Give me your lordship. If I had known it was you, my eyes deceived me. We have little time now, but I swear I'll tell you everything. Looking closely, the old man, the tech priest utters, nerve toxin. The inevitable cessation of vital functions is expected in no less than 60 seconds. Say whatever it is you want to say and be quick about it. In the name of the Golden Throne, your lordship, show mercy on the humble workers, the salt of Janus. Save them. Extends a viat, the untouchable governor and leader of the nobility, is creating something monstrous behind closed doors. She uses the Imperium's interest as a smokescreen and purports to be a scholar, but her actions are poisoning our planet? Did you know that the settlements that fail to pay their due tithes on time have been allowed to pay with people instead? They even deliver them to order, sometimes old folks, sometimes children. I've seen those people. I've seen them being delivered to the estate, and then they're never seen or heard from again. They go into the secret rooms and don't come out. Oh, there's something dark and sinister going on here. I knew it. I knew it. Fresh meat to entertain the nobility. One second. Fresh meat to entertain the nobility. Some things never change, whether you're on my planet or anywhere in the righteous Imperium, says Adira. The old servant lets out a moan. The dark stain on his arm seems to creep through his veins until his arms and neck are a latticework of black. The servant's breath quickens and becomes irregular. What secret rooms? Hidden chambers deeper than the palace. I've never been inside, thankfully. The servants who are allowed in, the ones the governor trusts, they change. She changes them, pretties them up, defiles them. You accuse the rogue traders appointed governor of heresy. Your words are false. They themselves are tantamount to heresy. What if you say is true? If it's true, then your sacrifice will be to your credit, my good man. You can still be saved. Don't waste your time on somebody who's as good as dead already. I'll depart this world happily knowing that I'm free from the clutches of that monster sitting on the governor's throne. Don't tell anybody that I was the one who unlocked the doors. If you do, they'll go after my family. I'll keep your secret. Jesus. All right, so instead of going out to find the rebels, I think I'm going to go back into the house. Can we talk to these guys? Okay. Can we talk to any of the nobles? No.
A new challenge for me?
Can't use the doors.
Follow my lead.
It doesn't look like we can do much now. Oh. Lord von Valancius, we are most delighted to welcome you as our guest. Would your lordship prefer to speak to the governor alone or with your entourage? My entourage. Yeah, because this may get nasty. Okay. You are forcing settlements to pay their tithes in human bodies. What? Really, rogue trader? You speak as if you actually believe the claims of those wretched peasants. I do not ask anyone to pay tithes in human bodies. I'm reducing the burden of the settlement on which has suffered a result of unsuccessful experiments involving enriching food, and I'm gathering the worst affected subjects, those who are no longer capable of work, for further study. Some among my circle would call such concern for the underclass a weakness. A weakness which may have incited a rebellion among the emboldened rabble. Oh, wow, is that it? Tell me about Janice. Remarkable world. Okay, what do you grow on Janice? Pelican, flint corn, and red turnip. This I don't really think is going to go anywhere. But yeah, what do you all do here for fun when you have free time? Okay. Damn, so we can't really do anything. Look at that spread.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Can we go in here? No, we can't go in here. Okay, so it looks like we're not going to be able to, like, search her mansion. Okay. So, they said the sniper pick is right outside somewhere?
None shall stand in my way.
My eyes are just looking at all the marble and gold. The boss is back in Lyra, my homeworld. They lived in mansions like this. There's Attilius Flint. Okay.
Victory awaits.
That is on the side by a red tent. Right there. Thank you. Look at her. The bizarre creature before you vaguely resembles a typical human. An elongated body, slender limbs, pointed features, every aspect of its appearance is unnatural and alien. The creature turns its head to you and speaks in a melodic voice with the barest hint of drawl. Iliet Lanavis greets you, Elentok. Heinrichs tosses out some words in a strange language. There's a hint of musicality to it, but the interrogator's rendering is harsh and off-putting. After meeting the gaze of the unknown being, Heinrichs turns to you. I have regrettable news, rogue trader. The creature before us is not a mutant, as the locals assumed, but a representative of the Eldari. One of the myriad enemies of humanity found in the Cronus Expanse. Not only should you not trust this creature, you should not even speak to it any longer than necessary. Whoa. No need to mutilate my language, Monkey. I speak yours as well enough to converse with Elentok without a translator, and since you have discerned my path, I will be direct in my speech. In truth, the blood in my veins and the matter of my soul are foreign to yours. I am of that kind that your fellows call Xenos. I came here to your kind to bring peace to the Lilithon and aid the ruler against her enemies. You speak with me as an equal, or will we step under the shadow of Kayla Mensha Keen? To be honest, the only part I understood was that you have no desire to fight. That is one thing we have in common. Reckless. Lest I remind you, Master Van Calix, that the warrant endows rogue traders with the sacred right to have dealings with Xenos when necessary. That exceptional memory of yours seems to have let you down. Ouch. Okay. I have banished a shadow of doubt from your thoughts regarding my nature. Now will you answer my question? Why have you sought me out? You're the governor's mysterious helper. Indeed I am, Elentok. My hands carried the death that threatened the ruler of these lands, and I also aided you in the battle against the crazed one. Why are you helping her? The world is in distress. I wish to protect it from unnecessary suffering. What do you know about the rank-and-file rebels? Only that they threaten the established order. If the ruler dies, people across the entire planet will know the horror of anarchy. Really, its face is unreadable, but you detect a strange tension in her voice, as though she is choosing her words carefully. Oh, am I too far? Hold on. How about right there? Kind of blocking her a little bit, but you'll see. Here we go. You know who's behind the uprisings on the planet? Someone malicious Someone's malicious that will send simple plowmen and tillers in the path of violence. Your answers are not particularly helpful. You are not asking for help, Elentop. You are merely asking questions, the answers to which are either unimportant or wreathed in shadow. Explore this place. Speak to those who know. A simple task for you and an insurmountable challenge for me, since my very appearance provokes fear and suspicion. When you learn anything, tell me. Perhaps some of my answers will be helpful to your search. Join me. So be it, I will go with you. Rogue Trader, with all due respect, are you sure this is the right decision? We know nothing about the Xenos or why she has wormed her way to the governor's confidence. As far as I can tell, she isn't especially keen to help us, and yet for some obviously dark reason, she has decided to take part in our investigation. Dude, could I have not brought Heinrichs? Could all of this dialogue not have happened? Interesting. My judgments and choices are for me alone, Monkey. If uniting with your master will bring peace to Lilithan, then it is the true path. Do not get in my way if you value your next breath. Ooh. Ooh. You have not yet spent enough time among humans if you think threats will dispose me more favorably towards you. The decision is yours, Rogue Trader, but let me be clear. I will terminate your pet Xenos at the first sign of her non-compliance. My God. This is brutal, dude. I guess we can leave him. I don't really want to leave him behind. I don't want to leave him. I want them to banter because I think this is hilarious. Yeah, I guess we'll leave him behind for now. I like him. Okay. Am I a Xeno sympathizer?
New challenge for me.
Okay. Who is Vinzelex? Draped in a red cloak, the Magos's body. Magos? Am I saying that right? Is it Magos? Magos? The Magos's body barely looks human. Wires, tubes, and metal manipulators turn him into a whimsical machine, while implants hide his face behind a sinister mask. The tech priest intermittently dictates something in Technolingua to the servo skull floating next to him, but you approach, he falls silent, and offers a reserved bow. Greetings, your lordship. Lex Mechanic Vinzelex. How may I serve you? Oh, I just dropped the guy that would have been able to talk shop with him. Dang it. What do you do here on Janus? By the order of the Adeptus Mechanicus, I've been entrusted with the management of the Adeptus Administratum. In order to calculate ergonomic data and analyze information about the planet during the process of subjugating it to the will of the Imperium. How many servants are there on the planet? According to the data stored on my cogitator, all infrastructure nodes for food harvesting and processing have their own contingent of technomats. 253. Based on the latest data, the figure is 211. Okay. Initializing report. Planet soil possesses a unique composition suitable for re-engineering the planet and the mass production of foodstuffs. Significant cultivation for the Eastern Hemisphere with the aim of improving production processes and logistics operations. Traces of activity that do not pose an immediate threat to ongoing operations. Undesirable pathologies of flora and fauna have been noted. What are those? Genetic and chemical pathologies, your lordship. Harmless species mutate and become aggressive, while plants change their chemical composition to become poisonous. This is happening more and more often. It is Lilithan's wrath that is becoming manifest in nature itself and the workings of this world. May the gods preserve us. How we did not notice this sooner. How is the governor dealing with them? I've analyzed the genome of the affected species, and I'm currently developing suppressor genes to make the plant's organisms resistant to pathology. So far, I've not been able to solve the problem. Further exploration of the planet would perhaps speed up the process. Okay. Cool.
Follow my lead.
Somebody earlier said this game is awesome. Is this like Baldur's Gate in the Warhammer 40k universe? It's exactly what it's like. And so far, it has been absolutely top-notch.
It's about time.
Can we leave? Maybe we haven't found the way out yet. Over here. Can you play this game co-op? No, it's most likely single player.
I did fine. I'll lay claim to the stars.
Wait, what? Oh, yo, did she just perception this? An awareness check. Ooh. All right, so awareness is a stat we're definitely gonna want to pump.
Intriguing.
None shall stand in my way.
Signet ring. +5 to persuasion tests. Nice, dude. Okay. Last thing, guys. What system are they using for this? Pathfinder or something unique? Now, they are definitely not using the Pathfinder system for this game, but I don't know what system they're using. I would assume it's like some kind of hybridized TTRPG system.
Follow my lead.
Like, is it completely custom? It's based off the Warhammer 40k role-playing game. There we go. Okay. There's your answer.
It's about time.
I feel like I'm missing something. Can I just like go to the world map or something? I think hold on, let's take a look here. Oh, first of all, let's take a look here.
Speak a long talk.
What do you do? You are an adept. You have no unique abilities. Interesting. Okay. We can make you an assassin or a strategist. We're gonna make you an assassin. Now that's weird. He has no unique abilities? Huh. Okay. Okay. Maybe because it's alpha?
I walk the
Maybe,
path
or maybe there's something else
less
going on here.
traveled.
A new challenge for me?
Let's go talk to this guy. Maybe this guy will help us out. I saw a named dude over here. The stooped man is wearing a cloak of the Adeptus Administratum and is reviewing information on a data slate while he's quietly wearing mechanical arms. Oh, while his quietly wearing mechanical arms fill a long scroll with writing. Upon noticing you, the man stretches his thin lips into a smile and deferentially bows. The light in the eyes of the servo skull hovering over his right shoulder gently pulsate. Your lordship, what an honor it is to address you in person. Allow me to introduce myself, Attilius Quint, Prefectus of the Officio Agriculcae. I will preserve the record of our conversation forever. A record. Your lordship, I painstakingly record every conversation with high-ranking personages, and afterwards I fill out 7 accompanying forms personally. Laudable foresight. What do you think of Vistenza? Superb leader. But if I may speak plainly, a lady who fills out paperwork with such finesse cannot be a bad person in my view. What do you say about Erliette? Highly exceptional individual. After today's regretful event, I'm beginning to hold her talents in particular esteem. Verily. Boy said verily. Oh, I love it. Verily, even mutants who have seen the light of the God Emperor can faithfully serve his flock. One sec, guys. We're good. The elongated head shape, those eyes, judging by the skull that was given to me to send onto footfall, such developmental anomalies on Janus are not a quirk of nature, but some kind of inheritable trait. What did you say? Oh, madam, have my words upset you? I'm certain your kinsman would be delighted to learn that people wish to make pretty papier out of his remains, and besides, I could be wrong about the nature of his origin. What skull are you talking about? Most remarkable item, I must say, a true anomaly. One moment. After rummaging in a nearby container, Attilius draws out a scroll which he immediately unfurls. Look here, I believe the finished piece was intended to be given as a gift to the governor, but under the current circumstances, I doubt I will be able to send it to Footfall anytime soon. Juliet stares at the skull in silence. You can see her jaw working under her delicate skin. After a few seconds, she abruptly turns away. Dude, that's a skull of somebody of her race. Oh. Curiosity like this would look very good on my desk. I mean, yes, of course, undoubtedly. Whatever you wish, your lordship. Will raise your spirits after the recent incident. Item received, strange skull. What are your duties? When was the last shipment sent for their food? Last shipments are all in order. Given the current situation on the planet, Janus cannot even provide one tranche more than what is already prepared. When did the collector ships last come here? I have not had the pleasure of filling out a sacred tithe protocol form. To think of it, would have been several decades ago. Whoa. What's happening on the planet? Rebellion has caused many problems in recent time. Few nobles have been killed. Bureaucratic catastrophe. Absence of a required signature is, of course, the most horrifying thing about the situation. Indeed it is! Okay. Where are the rebels struck and how? Of course, I'd be delighted to furnish you with the information I have. Okay. Oh, the data is superbly collated and the diagram clearly reflects the action of the rebels. Unfortunately, no matter how hard you stare at the coordinates, you cannot discern any logic to the attacks. Oh, man, that was probably big. Bummer. We'll save that save scum for live. What are you doing to combat the rebels? Who's directing the rebel attacks? Okay, that's enough for now. You know about the attack on the estate? I'm not going to turn in the servant guy. In fact, hold on. Speaking of which, I don't think I looted that man. Go do a quick loot. Looking at my journal. Governor suggested starting to search for the rebels' base by questioning the servants and other witnesses to the assassination attempt. Okay. So we have to... What is this rumors thing? Oh, look at this. Orders. What? Whoa. What is this system? This is stuff that I'm extracting from planets. And I can exchange my PF for this stuff. How interesting. Huh. Okay. I don't really know anything about that. We haven't looked into that yet. I don't even know if it's implemented yet.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Oh, bro didn't have any loot on him? I am actually disappointed. What's this? Oh, return to the void ship. Okay, so maybe if we go to the void ship, we can then decide where else to go on the planet.